People had for years listened to the Adventures of Superman on radio, but television was brand new.
More powerful than a locomotive.
It was only a handful of channels, no cable TV, no home video, no internet.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman! Yes, it's Superman.
But the timing is such that it really got the baby boomers just as their eyes were opening.
National Comics DC decided to have the radio producer Bob Maxwell come out here, and they would finance 26 black and white Adventures of Superman with Bob Maxwell producing them.
What Robert Maxwell wanted was a television extension of the Superman radio show.
The Adventures of Superman began as Superman and the Mole Man. It was a feature made in 1951 to help promote the TV show.
It was really sort of the introduction to Superman to a lot of people. I know the serial was big and the radio show was big, but nothing like television at the time. It was huge.
I give you Superman.
George Reeves was just so perfect as Superman that, to my generation, there was no consideration of anyone else ever embodying that part.
There's a mythology about George Reeves. How did he become Superman? And there are stories that he was on Muscle Beach and he just got picked out. Not true. George Reeves was cast as Superman. George Reeves was a serious actor with a lot of talent. His first major role was in Gone with the Wind, one of the Tarleton twins.
George's depiction of Superman had the certain presence and charisma that wasn't equaled by every other actor who would ever play him. Even though he needed a padded costume, he had a certain physical presence and bulk.
It looked good when he crashed through a wall. It looked good when he broke the teeth of a buzzsaw on his chest.
Everyone who has played the role of Superman really still looks to George Reeves as the quintessential Superman. He was not only Superman, though, he was Clark Kent.
Hello, Clark Kent speaking.
Clark Kent's a pretty cool guy. You know, he's pretty tough. He's a strong investigative reporter, pretty forceful in his writing. He knows what he wants.
Mr. Garvin's playing it close to his vest. He isn't telling us everything he knows. Maybe he will later.
And if he doesn't?
We'll dig it out the hard way.
George Reeves chose to make the character more of a real person. The serials actually play Clark Kent as more of a buffoon.
My name is Kent. I'm a newspaper reporter. I'd like some questions answered.
Out of the way, chum.
I think he was happier doing Clark Kent than he was doing Superman.
I always think of Reeves' performance as being summed up in the wink.
That was the little joke between him and all of us. We knew he was Superman. No one else in the show did.
I think they hired the right man for the right role. They hired a serious actor to do a serious role on a serious TV show.
It was wise to play Clark as a very strong character. Lois Lane was a tough character as well.
You and your friend here can threaten me until the cows come home, but it won't do you one solitary bit of good.
Phyllis Coates came out of the B-movie arena. I don't know why she was pigeonholed there, because she was very good, very attractive, very sexy.
She's hot. She's really hot.
I actually had a major crush on her. Big-time crush.
Phyllis Coates' character of Lois Lane was really a 1940s character, a tough, independent woman.
Lois, for the last time, are you going to listen to reason?
Chief, I'm going to be on that witness stand today at 3 o'clock, and that's all there is to it.
That's another reason why The Adventures of Superman was far ahead of its time. She was one of the strongest women characters in early American TV.
I always felt like she was gonna get out of whatever predicament it was eventually, but with Superman around, she got out with a few less bruises.
Don't you push me!
Phyllis Coates fought, she hit, I don't think she bit, I know she kicked, but she had the best scream.
In one episode, she gets taken into the back room because she's not telling the crooks what they want to know from her. And the guy who's sent in to interrogate her comes out dabbing at a blood spot on his face with a handkerchief. So obviously, he's had a hard time in there with Lois. So.
Could I take a rain check on that flight sometime, Superman?
Sure thing, Jim. Any time at all.
Superman's a person who you want to be your friend. Naturally, the person you can most identify with is Jimmy Olsen because he is Superman's friend.
Jack Larson was a contract player at Warner Brothers and had really launched a career as a movie actor.
Work was very difficult. There wasn't a lot of work around. You were a traitor if you did television, absolute traitor to the great motion picture industry. Suddenly I was offered to do Jimmy Olsen, and I didn't want to do it. And the casting man and my agent said, look, no one will probably ever see this. Take the money and run, do it. So I thought, I'll do it.
Mr. Kent! Golly, am I glad to see you.
The character Jimmy Olsen became so well known because of the way Jack Larson played it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olsen. James Bartholomew Olsen.
Well, thank you, Mr. Olsen.
He's so earnest and so gung-ho. That part could be wrecked very, very easily. And he seemed to hit just the right note.
Jim, what's the matter with you, boy?
At first, I'm a very serious juvenile in danger, being saved by Superman every week. It's nice to be saved, you know. But then later, he became more of a comic juvenile, and I enjoyed very much doing it.
Jack Larson is a comic genius. He really is. That Haunted Lighthouse episode, just look at his expressions. They're just hilarious. And they're so sincere. I mean, he's really scared when he hears that voice calling and his eyes widen. You really think his eyes are going to pop right out of his head.
For some reason, they put him in these episodes where the water was always slowly rising. Jack spent a lot of time wet.
Got a second, Chief?
Sure, Lois, come in.
John Hamilton was also perfect casting as Perry White. And one of the great discoveries of my life as I got a little older and got interested in old movies was that, hey, that guy, he's in other movies.
Crazy. He never left Hollywood because every time Warner's needed a policeman, a governor, a judge, a politician of high level, there was John Hamilton.
Gone mosquitoes?
Mosquitoes, is that all you can talk about?
I quit talking about them if they quit biting me. Look!
Don't bother me. Nothing.
John Hamilton was, to me, exactly like Perry White. I think he thought I was a brat. I don't know what he thought.
How many times must I tell you not to barge into my office without knocking?
I know, Chief, but this is important.
Don't call me Chief.
Yes, Chief. I mean, yes, Mr. White.
Okay, what is it?
I made the mistake of calling him very earned John, which wasn't acceptable. He didn't correct me, but I realized right away, with the look I got from him, that to me, to this kid, he was Mr. Hamilton.
White speaking. White speaking. What? Absolutely no. Certainly not. And that's final.
He was a tough, gruff actor from the old school. He was also the kind of guy, by the time Superman came around, that he probably wanted to have more of the pages of his script in front of him. And most of his scenes are behind the desk. I've been told that his script pages are there, and he's smoking his cigar, and he put the cigar down, and he probably glanced at the line and come back up and deliver it right to camera.
We'll take her to the fair. Hop out there and make arrangements with her family.
Oh, it wouldn't be the same, Chief. Think what it would mean to this youngster for Superman to come out and take her.
Well, we'll do the next best thing. Give her a real party.
I'm personally trying to take on the look of Perry White. I figure you can't be a comic book editor or an editor of any kind unless you look like Perry White.
Great Caesar's ghost!
Another reason the show was so good was they called on this roster of wonderful character actors and supporting players. They helped bring these stories to life. These were not second-raters. These were really good, experienced, wonderful actors.
My, but he's handsome, too. As a matter of fact, he looks like...
Lieutenant. And Inspector Henderson played a bigger role in those stories, too, because it was much more crime-related.
Hello? Hello, is that you, Henderson? Yes, how are you, Mr. White?
Robert Sheen had come out of live theater back in New England. He was the go-to guy to play a scientist or a general in 1950s science fiction films. He was a great actor with a great voice.
Someone tosses a bomb through a window, a statue worth $500,000 disappears, and you don't see any point in it.
No, wait, just
Now, suppose you stick to your reporting, Kent, and I'll take care of the police work.
He was helping the reporters. I think that's that's another classic relationship. We actually brought Inspector Henderson into the comics in the 80s because we liked the character so much.
I'd like it once again. You were late again with that pistol cue, Dexter.
A lot of the people who put this show together came out of B movies. They carried that talent into television, which required a tremendous discipline because the shows had to be filmed so quickly on very tight schedules and budgets.
Robert Maxwell really turned the Superman radio shows into TV and notched it up.
Maxwell's vision was little half-hour versions of a B-movie.
The Adventures of Superman is the least sci-fi version of Superman. At the time, it was gangsters, it was, corrupt politicians. He was very much, fighting crime.
This was not a kid's show then. I was watching a great cop drama.
It's the black and white episodes that look, wow, detectives, 50s, dark alleys, stabbings, shootings. Amazing stuff going on for early TV.
Okay, punk. You want to play tag? We'll play tag.
Harsher episodes happened early on. An episode where his costume was stolen, and as a solution to his problem, he puts these people up on a mountain because he doesn't know what to do with them because he can't really arrest them because they know who he is.
Now, don't try to escape. Your lives wouldn't be worth a nickel. I'll see you soon. No, wait a minute, listen.
But it's not even bad that he just leaves him on top of a mountain. The guy decides to try to climb down, and they show a scene where the guy falls.
There's no more problem. But it was sort of, did Superman just, did he? Yeah, no, they did it to themselves. It's okay. He's still good.
The Evil Three. Three people who are just horrible. Human beings quibbling over money, laughing, really sick, demented people.
That episode primarily takes place on only a few sets in a rundown hotel, but the shadowing, the darkness, it's really good.
The shows have that very dark film noir edge.
Come on.
They push an old woman in a wheelchair down the stairs where Jimmy is being murdered in a basement.
No, no, no!
That first season in particular is very much a continuation of the style of filmmaking and storytelling that kids knew very, very well from the Saturday matinee serials.
Hello, Jim. Come on in.
How'd you know it was me?
Don't you know that I have X-ray vision?
Oh, sure, just like Superman.
Superman has all his powers in 1951. He has his super hearing, and he has his X-ray vision. He has his ability to fly.
Even when they did the serials, when Superman flew, it was animated. Here, all of a sudden, we're watching an actor in the Superman costume flying for the first time.
That's a real big thing that the TV show had.
The violins begin, the harp begins, you hear that swelling music. He flies out there, and it's always so dramatic.
Another great aspect of the series was the shh flying sound effect.
They had that incredible whooshing sound in the background, like, man, not only was he flying, but he was really moving.
And I'm sure a lot of kids, when they were playing Superman in their little costumes or whatever, would run around the house going, shh.
George was very athletic, and he did his own stunts. And this led us into a very odd circumstance, because early on, they were going to fly him on wires, and the wires broke. And George fell, and he said, that's it. No more wires. So the question was, how does he fly? Cy Simonson, our special effects man, developed a way for George to fly in and out of windows and doors and buildings. They put a springboard on the floor.
His takeoffs off a springboard were real gymnastic moves. I mean, it was very powerful.
and he would come in the window, he would leap and grab the bar and then come in on a Superman landing.
Superman was really on the shelf after Superman in the Moment for 2 years. And George Reeves probably thought, as the other cast members, no one's going to see it.
Kellogg's came in and bought all the half hours of Superman, and then it went on the air in 1953.
Bam! Instant smash.
We became big, very, very big right away. We became a rage.
Having basically the only TV set on our block, when Superman came on, I was a very, very popular kid.
Everybody watched that show. It was part of the fabric of American youthful life.
Suddenly I was a star, and people started at me on subways and everywhere.
It was a huge success. Superman t-shirts were sold. Superman comics sales went up. Extraordinarily successful at that point.
Whereas films of that period are languishing on a shelf, the Superman TV show is still alive and well.
One of the extraordinary things about the Superman television series is how long it survived in distribution.
Oh. The fact that we were, kids in the 70s growing up, it was still playing.
Yeah, it was.
So 20 years later, it was still playing. So it's still, I think the influence has been huge.
Yes.
Huge.
Its legacy is that it captured the imagination of an entire generation of American kids.
I think that they really hit on the heart of what Superman is about, and I think that that's a big reason why we're still talking about them now, 50 years later.
Now I'm going to give you one last chance to stop acting like Nazi stormtroopers.
There is a basic message in all of Superman, in the comic book, in any film they ever make, in our television series, presuming the radio show. Superman represents truth, justice, and the American way. And I think that that's the reason for the continuing success of Superman.